In my opinion, deficit perspective happens when a teacher allows themselves to make assumptions about a student based on their preconceived ideas about the student's home life. Cultural deficit perspective happens when a teacher attributes those assumptions to the child's culture. It's really important for teachers to recognize cultural deficit perspective in the classroom because it's detrimental to student success rates. Having this kind of a perspective only broadens the achievement gap and allows teachers to treat students differently from one another. Last year, my field study teacher was a great example of deficit perspective because one of her students was placed in foster care halfway through the semester. The student started coming to school really tired and a little emotionally withdrawn, and so the teacher assumed that the student couldn't handle the emotional stress of taking homework home. The teacher changed the student's assignments and made them easier and had her not take anything home to do. And thus the student fell back in class and had extra attention brought to her circumstances outside of school. Rather than the teacher taking time to find out what was really going on and how the student felt about these changes in her life at home, the teacher assumed she couldn't handle the workload and tried to make things easier on her. Instead, the teacher could have sat down with the student and made a personal learning plan that helped her and provided her with positive distractions and things to take her mind off of her home circumstance. I think it's really important that we acknowledge deficit perspective in the schools because it happens all the time. And as incoming teachers, we will also have to deal with these assumptions that we make of students without even knowing their home background. And I think it's really important that we work towards not making assumptions about students and getting to know what lies underneath.